Hello, slaves! It's time for another session of Ask the Bitch Anything. These always run really, really fucking long, and I think this one's gonna run even longer because a lot of the questions I got this week aren't really short answers, they're long, intricate answers, so let's get right into it, and I'll probably have to splice this in half, but what the fuck ever. Question number 1. How do you feel about all these pretty and beautiful women telling themselves that they are not pretty or beautiful when they are? I kind of find it, a little irritating, especially when, their friends and sometimes even their family are assuring them that they are beautiful, but then they argue saying they're not beautiful. If you weren't beautiful, people wouldn't be telling you that you are, alright? It's not pity that people actually think that you're beautiful. And what's even more tragic is a lot of times, boys or girls, they fall in love with these people, but then they decline the advances because they just don't feel like, that person is telling the truth, that they're lying, that they don't actually think they're beautiful when they do, which is sad. I think that needs to change. I think everyone should look at themselves and think they're beautiful, regardless if they really are or not. Question number 2. What do you think of Mewtwo's new form? This has been a reoccurring subject on the Facebook page. I think I brought it up 3 times. I like the design of it. I don't like that it is a new form of Mewtwo. That it literally is Mewtwo transforming. I kinda wish it was more like a Mew 3, a new clone of Mew or even Mewtwo. Because, Mewtwo was supposed to be the perfect specimen, but then he kinda got a mind of his own and he betrayed the laboratory and destroyed it, and he betrayed Giovanni and all that. I think it would have been a better storyline if Team Rocket made another clone that is obedient to them, and they've named it Mew 3. And now Mewtwo has to fight Mew 3. I think that would have been much better, but that's not the direction they took it. Mewtwo transforms into Mew 3 in order to fight the Gene Sex Squad. I don't know what special powers or what happens to Mewtwo that gives him the ability to transform, but he does, and I don't know. Maybe if I see the movie, I feel better about it, but for right now, I'm just kind of 50-50 about it. Question number 3. Are you happy or upset that John Cena won the WrestleMania title match? John Cena isn't one of my favorite wrestling superstars, but I definitely don't hate him. I think he's an okay guy. I think I am happy that he won WrestleMania because, he got that redemption that he strived for. Because, when he lost WrestleMania against the same guy last year, it's totally torn apart. So that he gets that redemption and satisfaction, I'm glad he has that. However, I don't want him to hold on to the title for very long. I mean, for starters, this is the 11th time he's the WWE champion. And on top of that, there's just wrestlers that I like more than him. I know The Rock is going to get a chance to reclaim his title. Kind of hope he does, but more so, I want Ryback to get it. And I think that might be where they're taking this. Because now Ryback is all pissed off at John Cena that he pretty much stabbed him in the back. And, just to get what he wanted. And since Ryback is definitely a fan favorite, and, he's a newbie, he's never been champion any of the championship belts. He's never had any championships at all. I think it's going to go the direction where John Cena will lose his title to Ryback, and I think if that happens, all will be good. John Cena got his glory, Ryback will get his, everything will be peachy, whatever happens after that, what the fuck ever. So that's how I feel. Question number 4. You name your cars? Why? And what other names have you given to cars? I take it you've watched the video about Nocturnal Diva, my new PT Cruiser. Yes, I name my cars because it gives them more of a personalization. And because I fucking can. And I'm not the only one. I know lots of people that name their cars. Aside from Nocturnal Diva, I've had 3 other cars before her. Ironically, Nocturnal Diva is my first girl car. All the other cars I've had, I've kind of labeled as boys. The one before, my first car ever, a 1998 white Honda sedan, I named White Lightning. Then my second car, a dark green 2000 Dodge Stratus, I named Snorlax because the color matched to Snorlax. And then the car that I recently totaled, a bright red 2004 Ford Escape, I named Destination because it had a striking resemblance to the SUV in the beginning sequence of Final Destination 2. So, Destination. It's fun to name cars. If you haven't already named your car, you should try it. You should give your car a name and address it by its name, and it's actually a lot of fun. Question number 5. Do you have any inspirations besides Lady Gaga? Yes. Besides Lady Gaga, I have 2 inspirations. One of them is Betty Page, the famous model from the 1950s. I love her jet black hair, I love her smile, and I just love her class. I mean, yes, I know she did porn, but she did tasteful porn. She did classy porn, And I like that about her, and I think she's one of the best models in history, and she's kind of the reason why I have jet black hair. I loved Betty Page's hair so much, I got jet black hair, and it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. The other person whom inspires me, besides Lady Gaga, is Jenna Marbles. Jenna Marbles is a lot like me, but more successful. She's a comedian, and she has an online blog, and she's been doing her blog for, I think, about 3 years. And so she has about 7 million subscribers and still growing. And I love watching her videos. Lady Gaga, I know you were saying besides Lady Gaga, but I'm going somewhere with this. All 3 inspirations contributed something to who I am today. Lady Gaga encouraged me to have strong stands for gay rights and equality. Betty Page encouraged my overall style, my look, my presentation. And Jenna Marbles encouraged me to make an online blog and share my sense of humor with the world. So, all 3 of you girls, I know you'll never hear this, especially Betty Page because you're dead, but thank you for making me who I am. Question number 6. Do you even lift? Yes, I lift, motherfucker. Look at this shit. I can lift you and your mama. Come on, bring it. Bring it on. Fight me in real life, bitch. Question number 7. What do you like better, Snowdrop or Double Rainbow? Snowdrop. I mean, I like Double Rainbow, but it just doesn't seem like a convincing My Little Pony episode. I mean, for one, it kind of drags out at the beginning. It's just the Double Rainbow takes too long to happen. They kind of waste too much time in Twilight's house, just kind of explaining things, and that's kind of a turn off for me. Don't get me wrong, the animation is beautiful, And I definitely like the nostalgia involved. I like that, spoiler warning, they brought the Powerpuff Girls into it. I thought that was awesome, but that kind of made it to where it could never ever be a Ken and My Little Pony episode because the Hub and Cartoon Network are two totally different channels, and they really can't share shows without a whole lot of contract signing, let alone cross over their shows, you know? It's just, it was cute, I did enjoy it, but it just didn't seem realistic or true to the My Little Pony, franchise. You get what I'm saying? Now, Snowdrop, on the other hand, oh my god, I love Snowdrop. Granted, it's short. It's like 15 minutes opposed to Double Rainbow's 30. But it packs so much heart and so many feels into that amount of time. I mean, Snowdrop is in reality an OC pony, but you will love her so much. You will become so attached to her in such a short amount of time. You will wish she was a canon pony. And it's just, I think the story is believable. It takes place 100 years before present day My Little Pony, so the main six aren't in it. The only known ponies we see are Princess Celestia and Princess Luna because they're immortal and shit. But it's just, the story of Snowdrop is so touching. The animation just seems a little more fluent than Double Rainbow, and Snowdrop seems like it could be a canon My Little Pony episode, and I love it. I fucking love Snowdrop. I love Double Rainbow too, but I love Snowdrop so much more. Question number 8. Have you tried 1999 mode on Bioshock Infinite yet? No, I haven't, because right after I beat the game one time, I gave it to my little brother so he could play it, and he's not done with it. He hasn't beaten it yet. But I'm aware of 1999 mode. It's like a code that you put into the game or some shit. Is that because you can't unlock it by beating the game because it didn't unlock when I beat it. It's a code you put in, and it's supposed to make it more like old school gaming where you don't get 1,000 infinite continues. It's supposed to be more like old school gaming when you don't get infinite continues or something. It's supposed to make the game a lot more hard because of that. I also know like saving is limited or some shit. I don't know. I really haven't looked into it. And I think once my little brother is done with the game and he gives it back to me, I'm going to put the code in and try it. Probably going to get my ass kicked, but whatever, I'll try it and I'll let you guys know what I think about it. Question number 9. You told us that trolling chat roulette is fun. I went on there and saw nothing but old hairy men jerking their dicks. How could you lie to me? Well, I didn't lie. Trolling chat roulette is fun, but yeah, what you said is true. About at least half the people you see, if not more than half, not more like 75% of everyone on there is guys jerking off with their dicks in the camera. I mean, I actually make fun of those guys too. I make fun of their penis. And, I just act like a bitch to them too. But, I mean, if you don't want to see old hairy dicks, then just hit the next button until you find somebody that does not have their dick out and you control them. It is fun to troll chat roulette. I've trolled as myself. I've trolled with my toys, my plushies. I've set it up to where I'm playing a video on one side of my monitor with the camera looking at it, and then I'm working the chat roulette in the other window, so they're looking at something totally different, and they think it's me, and it's not me. It is fun to troll chat roulette. You just gotta be alright with seeing dicks all the time. That you just gotta be okay with that. And if you can learn to be okay with seeing ugly dicks being masturbated, on your computer, then you can get past it and you can have fun trolling chat roulette. And finally, question number 10. What time is it? Adventure time! Well, that concludes the 7th session of Ask the Bitch Anything. Bad girl salute. See you next week.
Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad.